Episode 1: Snowdon, the first summit. The wind brushed across the slopes of Mount Snowdon, carrying a mist that shimmered like silver breath. The mountain stood tall above Wales, ancient and calm, as if waiting to see whether the newcomer would be worthy of its heights. His name was Uphill, a man whose boots had seen more paths than most eyes had seen stars. His pack was worn, his coat patched, but his eyes were alive with purpose. This was his first climb of eight mountains that stretched across the United Kingdom. 8 journeys to test not just his body, but his spirit. The morning air bit cold, and the rocks underfoot were slick with dew. Uphill paused halfway up the pig track, looking out across the lakes below. The view was already beautiful, glass blue waters reflecting the rising sun. But he wasn't here for beauty, he was here to climb. Just ahead, he noticed an elderly man sitting by the path, his walking stick resting across his lap. "Morning," Uphill said with a grin. "You all right there?" The old man nodded, though his face was pale. "Just catching my breath. Thought I could still make the summit like I used to." Uphill crouched beside him. "You've come far already. How about we make it together?" The man's eyes widened slightly. "You'd slow down for an old fellow like me." Uphill smiled. "A climb's not about speed. It's about reaching the top, one steady step at a time." And so they climbed, slowly, steadily, side by side. The path wound upward, disappearing into mist. They shared stories between breaths, the old man's tales of youth and laughter, Uphill's dreams of the peaks yet to come. Halfway up, rain began to fall, a thin, cold drizzle that turned the rocks slippery. Uphill offered his walking pole to steady his companion, and together they pressed on. When the summit finally came into view, wrapped in clouds and silence, the old man laughed, breathless but glowing. At the cairn on the peak, they stood together in the mist. The old man placed a small stone atop the pile. "For my wife," he whispered. Uphill closed his eyes for a moment. "And for every step that brought you here," he said softly. The clouds parted just enough to let sunlight spill across the summit, gold and pure, like the mountain itself had smiled. When they descended, the old man clasped Uphill's hand. "You've got a kind heart, lad. Keep it with you. It'll take you higher than any peak." As the man disappeared down the path, Uphill looked up toward the next ridge in the distance. The wind brushed against his face, whispering like a promise. 1 mountain down, 7 to go. And with that, Uphill tightened his pack and began